گفتی؟
آها یه جاهایش این دیالوگا که چیزه پشت سر همه، من این وسطش مجبورم شیست فلان اینا بگم، به خاطر اینکه تو سریع پشت سر هم نمیگی، من مجبورم وسطا رو پر کنم.
نمیخواد، من پر میکنم.
خودت پر میکنی؟ من روشن میکروفونم. آره میکروفون روشنه؟
آره.
آماده؟ اینم بزنم توی ذره‌شون. Hello kids, this is Mr. T, and we're going to tell you a kids story. Today we have Nabaat here, as usual, and you can see Nabaat and Nabaat. We don't have any Nabaat here. If I want to be honest,
sorry.
Yeah,
this filming took much more time than you can imagine, so yeah, we used it. Sorry.
Yeah, well, yes, the thing is, yeah, it's not the first time that we're recording this video, because it's the second time, because last time we did it, we forgot to record it. So we put, like, we narrated the whole story, we talked to you about the story, and everything was not recorded. So we're doing this again, and we're too tired to do that again. So
I don't really know how did we consume it, because it was like really big. Like you can't consume that much at once.
Anyway, today I have brought a Scandinavian story to you. It's called the Swan Maiden, and it's really close to a former story we narrated that was called the Seal Wife. You know that the concept is the same, the story looked familiar. But the thing is, in old days, you know, countries with different people narrated the stories, like we call it folk. That's like the stories that folk narrated to each other. So it doesn't matter which country it belongs to. But the thing is that it's called the Swan Maiden, and it's Scandinavian, so they call it that as Scandinavian. And they say the variants found in Norse, Finnish, and Siberian folktales. So anyway, even if it's too close to the Seal Wife, we can narrate this version too, because why not? Okay.
I actually kind of like this version better.
Yeah.
Than the Seal Wife, because at least they don't have a child here.
Oh yeah, they don't have a child here at least. So you're going to hear what
spoiler
happens.
alert.
Yeah, spoiler. That was a spoil.
Yeah, I spoiled it, so too.
Okay, so the Swan Maiden. Long ago, in the age of a great northern forest, lived a young hunter named Erik. He was quiet, kind, and preferred trees to people. The birds knew his whistle. The deer didn't run from him. He never hunted more than he needed, and he always thanked the earth. But he was lonely.
Even the wolves travel in pairs,
he said one winter night, sitting beside a small fire.
But me, I have no pack.
He lived in a small wooden hut near a lake so deep it was said to have no bottom. The villagers whispered stories about that lake. They said, "Oh, don't go at night," they warned. They say strange things live beneath the still water. So, but Erik wasn't afraid of stories. Are you? He was just tired of hearing his own voice echo in silence. One clear night, when the full moon lit the snow like silver, Erik walked to the lake's edge. He did this often, just to watch the water and pretend he was listening. Oh, poor guy. But tonight was different. He heard a soft splash. He crept closer, hiding behind a tree. And what he saw made him gasp. 6 swans, pure white, wings spread wide, landed on the lake. But as they touched the water, something incredible happened. Each swan shed its feather like a cloak, and beneath them appeared young women. tall and radiant, with hair like moonlight and eyes like stars. They laughed, danced barefoot on the snowy shore, and bathed in the icy water like it was warm as a spring. Erik's heart pounded.
They're not human. There's something else.
He watched as one of the maidens, the smallest, with a laugh like wind chimes, laid her swan for the cloak on a stone nearby. Erik knew he should look away, but instead he moved closer. Something in him, a hunger deeper than food, reached out, and before he knew it, he took the swan cloak and hid it behind a tree. Minutes later, the maidens finished their moonlight bathing. One by one, they donned their cloaks and transformed back into swans, all except one. The smallest searched the shore.
My cloak! Where is it?
She looked around, panic rising in her voice. The other swans circled above, calling to her, but without her feathers, she could not fly. Erik stepped out.
Are you all right?
She spun around, startled.
Who are you?
Just a hunter. I saw you fall from the sky.
She stared at him, uncertain.
I can't go back without my cloak.
Erik hesitated, then said,
You don't have to go. You could stay
Stay.
with me. Just for a while. I leave alone. But you don't have to.
She didn't answer that night, but she followed him home. He gave her the warmest blanket, the softest furs, and never once asked her name. But after a while, she told them.
Svala.
She whispered one snowy morning.
It means swine.
They lived together. Quiet, simple days. He hunted, she sang. She cleaned fish. He carved small wooden animals. The house filled with warmth. But Erik never returned the cloak. He kept it hidden in a hollow tree, and Svala never asked again. But sometimes he saw her staring at the lake, eyes like she'd lost something she could still hear calling. One day, Erik was feeling guilty about that, so he decided to visit the old village healer.
You walk like a man carrying a full river on his back.
She said. He told her everything. She nodded, silent for a long time.
You love her.
Yes.
And she stays,
Yes.
but not freely.
Erik's heart twisted.
If she leaves, I'll be alone again.
The healer's eyes were kind.
Better to be alone with truth than together in a lie.
That night, Erik walked into the forest alone. Snow crunched beneath his boots. He reached the hollow tree. And there, wrapped in moss and feathers, was a Svala's swan cloak. He picked it up. It was lighter than he remembered. Back at the hut, she was making tea. She looked up, saw the cloak in his hands, and froze.
You found it!
I always had it, but I didn't want you to go.
And now?
Now, I want you to choose.
She held the cloak like a memory, like a promise.
Thank you.
They didn't talk much that night. He made her favorites too. She played a song on the old flute he carved her. They watched the fire until it burned low. And in the morning, she stood at the lake, cloak in hand. Erik asked,
Will you fly away forever?
She looked at him.
Not forever, but I must go home.
Will I ever see you again?
Look to the full moon. You'll know.
Then she stepped into the cloak. Her body shimmered, softened, feathered, and with a final look, half tear, half smile, she lifted off into the sky. Days passed, then weeks. Erik walked to the lake every night. Nothing. But on the next full moon, he saw them again. 6 swans gliding across the water, and one, just one, lingered near the shore. She didn't land, she didn't speak, but Erik swore she looked right at him. And that was enough, wasn't it? Kids, love taken is not love kept, and to love truly is to let go and trust what returns. Even swans find their way back home. You know, honestly, when I was reading this story myself, and the moral part was there when I was reading it. It was like I felt like this story is for elderlies. This story is for youngsters or something. It's not for kids. But the thing is, it doesn't talk about love. It doesn't talk about love necessarily. I mean, it's true about everything. Life works like that. You know, it's like if you want to achieve something so hard, it's like, okay, the life is not going to let you have it that easy. So, and if you you just don't care about something, most of the time when you don't care, it comes easily. You know, I don't know how it works. It's like a rule. What do you think about it?
Well, I do like this story, and we did a similar story as we said, See Wife, and there's a movie on that too. The story and the movie together, they need more recognition. The movie name was Song of the Sea, as you remember. It's a sequel to the story. It's a bit different than the 2 stories we've narrated for you. But yeah, I do think.
Last time you here, yeah, you told us that movie last time. I told you it's too sad. It's too sad. I'm not gonna watch it. I just read this story. It'll make me sad. I don't wanna watch a movie that makes me sad. But say it. 2 weeks ago. We're not gonna say that. We're not gonna say that.
Well, maybe we're going to watch it. We'll watch it.
Please no. Alvin! There you go. Thank you. All the great words there. That's Gavin.